the 7 deadly sins. They exist in each of us: lust, envy, gluttony, sloth, greed, anger, and pride. The sin of anger has evolved over the centuries. Christian theology once said that those who commit the sin face the eternal fires of hell. But there are some sinners who are tormented by anger even in this life.
I was in a relationship. Things didn't go well, to sum it up, and didn't know how to handle it. Went and bought 2 gallons of gasoline, broke out the windows in the middle of the daytime. I live in an apartment complex, filled her car up with gas, set it on fire, blew up the car in an underground parking garage. The whole place had to be evacuated, and I could have killed hundreds of people.
I snapped. I beat him up. Bad enough for the courts to say, you know what, 5 years prison time.
These men aren't dealing with their sin through confession and repentance, but through anger management. The sin of anger is so widespread in society that the concept of anger management has entered the pop culture lexicon. Anutza Bellissimo is a specialist who has treated thousands of people with anger issues.
Anger in today's society, I believe, is a very serious issue. Looking at one simple statistic of 18,000 assaults being reported per week in the U.S., I think anger is definitely an issue.
Bellissimo says that anger is not a deadly sin, but an inappropriate behavior.
I do not believe you can get rid of anger. I feel that anger is a very necessary human emotion. For me, anger is a red flag. For me, anger is a way of acknowledging that there's things that I'm not dealing with.
Experts say that the key to overcoming anger is less about controlling rage and more about creating connections.
If you tell them this anger is destroying your relationship with your wife or your children, that seems to work. Having a relationship, that's what humanity is all about. Our connection to each other.
Tradition claims that the sin of anger is punishable by eternal damnation. But Bellissimo feels this religious approach is useless in the modern world.
I've never been able to scare any angry students from being angry because they would go to hell. I've never been able to use that as a tool.